Hello everyone, and this is my review for WWE NXT on February 10th, 2016. And, actually, outside of the main event time here, this NXT was kind of blah. It was just basically they're building characters in the terms of just their matches and putting them over in the terms of winning matches here. Johnny Gargano and Baron Corbin's match at the beginning of the show, I felt was a pretty good match, but nothing really spectacular there. Though, again, it was good to see that they didn't just kind of job out Johnny Gargano here. He's been relatively good. Not much in the terms of a character yet, but, building him up in some way without necessarily letting him go over Baron Corbin here. It kind of helps in the aspect that, Baron Corbin was showing a little bit more of an aggressive side because of the decision to not have him continue being in the number one contendership spot was a good way of going with everything. The promos with Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe throughout the night about the number one contendership match for the next week, I thought were pretty good ones, and then setting up for that match the next week. And then of course the promo with Gable and Jordan with Enzo and Big Cass, makes it feel like that those two teams, even though teaming up next week, will eventually probably face off against each other at some point in time. That's just the feeling that I get there. And we'll see where they go with that. But they set up for the 8-man tag for the next week on that side. But after that, like I said, I feel like the main event of the night, which I'll get to here in a moment, was the main focal point of everything. But, just going through what else they did on the show, they had Alexa Bliss go over Cameron kind of looking a little botchy here. The match itself was a little bit botchy. wasn't all that good to begin with. You had I'm losing a little bit of track of who else they had. They had Elijah Sampson going up against Jesse Sorensen, which honestly, it's kind of weird with Elijah Sampson here. They depict him as like this drifter type character, doesn't say anything, just carries around a guitar, doesn't do anything with it at all. Like, what's the point of the guitar? Like, what's the meaning behind it, or anything like that? Like, to the point that they've made him such an anomaly of a character that they make it feel like not even the announcers know anything about him at all. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, it's just not resonating all that well. It's like, okay, he's a dude, he goes out there and he wins a match, and he's gone. And it's not like he's showing a great deal of intensity or anything like that. He's just kind of going out there and winning. So I'm not sure where they're trying to go with Elijah Sampson. We'll see where they're going with it, but it doesn't really do much of anything for me here. So this is going to bring me to the main event of the night, which was Bayley and Carmella for the NXT Women's title. First of all, the promo backstage between the two of them, and then they showed vignettes of the two of them getting ready afterwards. The promo was kind of what you expected. The two of them are friends, so they're just, there's semi-buddy-buddy, but knowing the fact that, when they get into the match, it's a match type feel. And, that's what you got throughout this entire match. It was like, it was slow building throughout the entire thing. It's like, the two of them, how you typically get a friend versus friend type match. They kind of start off slow with just, head drags and everything, like arm drags and headlocks and everything like that. And then eventually leading to the two of them just going all out at the end. And that's what you got here. Honestly, this was not a bad match by any stretch of the imagination. It wasn't like one of the greatest matches at all, but it was a darn good match between them, and probably the best match that Carmella has been a part of in any way. since she's been there. I like the finish of the match. You know, we've seen that whole reversal roll up thing so many times where it leads to neither one of them getting a win. It's kind of fresh to see it, you know, lead to the win, where Bayley had to eke it out just to get the win over Carmella, and I like that aspect of it in there. And of course the beatdown afterwards with Nia Jax and Eva Marie. I do like the aspect of that because you have the aspect of Eva Marie and Nia Jax and Bayley from the last NXT takeover, the thing with Carmella and Eva Marie from the Battle Royal, so you can continue that storyline even though Eva Marie's still, well, crap. I'll just throw it out there. She's just crap in the ring. She's no good. In the terms of her character, and how they tell stories with that character, they do a really good job with that, but her in-ring is not improved. It really hasn't, and that's the sad thing. That was the one thing when she came back into the ring. It's like, okay, let's give this a chance. I'm going to just go off and say it now. Unless something in the next match that she has shows something different, she feels lost in the ring. And everything's like more, I'm going to walk you into the move instead of I'm going to make this like a fluid motion and we're running around, we're making it look like a competitive match or something like that. It's like, no, let's just walk it through the steps. Now, granted, that means she doesn't really botch all that much, but it doesn't look like a competitive style match in any way either. So it still doesn't come off looking good. The whole aspect, I think they missed a potential really good pop with Asuka coming out. Like, Asuka kind of just walked out, no music, no nothing, and stares down Eva Marie and Nia Jax. I like that one in there, saying, hey, we're going to potentially do something, especially between, Nia Jax and Asuka, something to look forward to there. But I also like the stare down she gives Bayley and the brushing off of the NXT Women's title, saying it's like, I'm also coming after you too moment. I like that ending there that they came up with. We'll see how they go with everything and how they build everything together there. Overall, this NXT was okay. It was an okay one. I would not say this was anything special. It did lead pretty well into the matches with Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe and the 8-man tag for the next week. So we're leading into something good. The main event, I would say, was very good. It was a pretty darn good match. But otherwise, everything else was kind of, let's build these people into terms of getting them wins in that sense. So we'll see where they go with everything. That is my review for WWE NXT. And I thank you guys for watching.